Hey, library goers, my name is Scott Davis, and I am a magician, and I'm excited that we are together today. I know, I'm here, you're at home watching it on your mom or dad's phone or tablet, or maybe you're at a computer. Wherever you are, you're there and I'm here, but we're together right now, and we're going to have a magic show. Now, it's going to be a magic show. It's going to be funny. Magic shows are usually funny. It's going to have some cool tricks. What's a magic show without cool tricks? But it's going to be different because at the same time that you are having fun and seeing cool tricks, you are also going to learn some things about books, about reading, and about libraries, because that's what libraries are about. They're about books, they're about reading, and they're about libraries, and they're about having fun. So we're going to have a magic show about books, about reading, and about libraries. But here's what you have to know before we get started. First of all, at the end of every trick, you guys, wherever you are, you're going to be really sad that that trick is over. And I'm going to say, that's the end of that trick. And I want you at home to say, "Aw." Let's practice it. Say it loud because I'll be able to hear you. That's the end of that trick. That was really good. You sounded really disappointed. And then I'm going to say, "But I have another one." And I want everybody to go, "Yay!" Let's try it. Very good. Are you ready to get started? Here we go. I want to show you something I brought with me today to start out. I brought this cane, and the reason that I brought it is because this is a magic color-changing cane. Yeah, I can make this cane change to any color I want. All I have to do to make this cane magically change colors is I just roll it up in this newspaper, and it will magically change. Watch, I'll show you. You roll it up like this. I use the USA Today. That way you know there's nothing in it. You roll it up in the newspaper like this, and oh, there's one other thing I have to do. Not only do I have to roll it up in the newspaper, I also have to tap it with this little orange ball. Look, it's black and white right now, but we'll make it change. You roll it up like this, and then you tap it. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. It changes colors. It was black and white. It's now white and black, just like that. From black and white to white and black. What's that? That wasn't very good? Oh, you want different colors? We'll try different colors. I tell you what, I need two colors. So everybody shout out two colors. I heard somebody say red and blue. Did somebody say red and blue? Did you say red and blue? Somebody did. We'll try red and blue. Watch this. You roll it up like this, and then I tap it like this. Here we go. Tap, 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 red and blue. Watch this. Let me check. Yep, it's now red and blue. That's the easy part. The hard part, changing it back to its original color of black and white, just like that. Wasn't that that wasn't very good? What you want to try? Oh, that's fine. We'll try different colors. Maybe you didn't like red and blue. Let's see here. Everybody shout out different colors. I'm listening. I think I heard green and yellow. So did you say green and yellow? Somebody did. Green and yellow. Watch this. You roll it up like this, and then we just tap it. Tap, tap, tap. Green and yellow. Watch this, boys and squirrels. Yep, it's now green and what? It's green and yellow. Yeah, it changed to. Oh, what's that? You want me to show it to you? Okay, I will show it to you. Let me change it back to black and white first, then I'll show it to you. What's that? You want to see it while it's green and yellow? That's going to be kind of tough because, how should I say this? I can't really make it change colors. But I tell you what I will do. I'll snap my fingers like this, and we'll make it disappear just like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. The applause is deafening. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one. With a magic trick, a child in the audience that might want to help me with a magic trick. Hold on one second. What is your name right here? Everybody give Claire a big hand. Come on up here, Claire. Wonderful. Right this way, Claire. Thank you very much, Claire. Claire, where are you from? Louisiana. Awesome. Come stand right here for me. Everybody say hi, Claire. Hi, Claire. Say hi, everybody. Here, take one step this way, right over the trap door. Good. Claire. I'm just kidding. Claire, how old are you? 7. That's how old I was when I was a little girl. Claire. That's a joke. It wasn't ever.
7. Claire, have you ever seen one of these? No. Well, it's a little red ball, and it does something really cool. I want to show you what it does. If you squeeze it really tight, let me see if I can do it. If you squeeze it really tight, watch this. It disappears, and it jumps over here to my pocket. Now, that's not the neat part. I know that's not the neat part because nobody in the audience is clapping. Thank you, but it means more to me if you do it without me having to ask. Claire, hold your hand out like this for me. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this little red ball, and I want you to squeeze it as tight as you can. Put your other hand on top. Hold it tight. Okay, that's one for you, and I have one for me right here. Claire, something amazing is going to happen. This one of mine is going to jump from here. It's going to fly through the air and land right there. It's going to jump. It's going to fly. It's going to land right there. It won't make that noise, though. So if you hear that, it's something else. From here to there. Would that be cool? Would that be cool? Yeah. Here we go. Watch this, Claire. Here we go. Did you see it go? No, it didn't go. That would have been cool, though, huh? I better try harder. These people paid money. Here we go. From here over to there. Shake your fist like this. Put it next to mine. I'm going to slowly open up. How many do you have now, Claire? How many? Open up. How many? 2 of them. Give her a big hand. Awesome. Wonderful. Grab that one for me, Claire. Claire, come stand right here. I'm going to teach you a little showbiz trick. When you are a cute kid on stage, it's easy to get a round of applause. All you have to do is take a bow. Here's what I want you to do. Put your hand on your belly, and when you bend over to take a bow, the crowd is going to cheer wildly. Go ahead, take a bow. Hold on, we're not done. Clearly this crowd likes you and wants you to do one more trick. Stand right here. Here we go. Look at this. I have 2 pieces of tissue paper. I've got a pink piece and a black piece. Which one do you like better? That's the one I wanted. Here, we'll share. I'll take half, you take half. Here, you take those 2 pieces. I'll take these 2 pieces. Here, take your 2 pieces and hold them just like this for me. Perfect. Are you good at following instructions? Good. Hold them out like this for me. Now close to yourself. Now far away. Now take your pieces and whoosh, rip them in half for me. Just rip them in half on the count of 3. 1, 2. That's okay. No, that was a joke. Okay. That's funny, wasn't it? Here we go. Hold your halves up like this for me, or your 3/4 and your 1/4. Bring them together, and just keep tearing. Just tear and tear and tear. You're pretty good at this. You ever tear anything up at home? Yeah, I bet your mom says you're a terror. Okay, here. We're going to take the pieces that you tore. We're going to put them with the ones that I tore, and we're going to wad these up into a little ball. Have you ever wanted to be a magician? Yeah, me too. Hold one hand out like this for me. Take your other hand and put it on top. Squeeze real tight, real tight. Open up. Let's see how you did. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how Claire did it, but somehow she has magically made for herself an amazing, awesome, cool magic hat. Give her a big hand. Very cool. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one. Thank you, Claire. I'd like to get a 7-year-old girl.
Boys and girls, when I was a little kid, I really wanted to be a magician. But you know what? I didn't know how you get to be a magician because when I was a little kid, I didn't know any magicians and I didn't know any magic tricks. So I didn't know how you go from being a little bitty kid, which is what I used to being a really tall magician. And so I asked everybody, how do you get to be a magician? And nobody knew. I asked my mom and my dad and my sister and my girlfriend and my grandpa and my other girlfriend, and nobody knew. And then one day I met this really nice lady, and she knew how you get to be a magician. You know who she was? She was the librarian. Boys and girls, I'm here today to tell you that librarians are the smartest people in the whole world. And I'm not just saying that because they pay me to come to the library. I'm saying that because when you are a librarian, even if there's something that you don't know, you know where the book is that has the answer. And this librarian, she knew that in the 793 section at your library, They've got books that kids like you and kids like me can check out. And in those books are the secret to magic tricks. You see, when you're a magician, people always ask you to tell them the secret to how a trick works. Well, we're not supposed to tell the secrets. But the big secret that people sometimes forget is that the secret to how magic tricks work, how those magic tricks work, those secrets are in books at the library. And so she told me that if I wanted to be a magician, all I needed to do was read books. Well, you know what? I didn't want to read books. I wanted to do magic, but I read them anyway. And I learned three things. A, I learned how to do magic. Two, I learned that I love reading. And D, I learned that no matter what it is that you want to be when you grow up, they've got a book at the library that will teach you how to do it. Think about what you want to be when you grow up. In fact, shout it out to me at the screen. I hear doctor. I heard somebody say doctor. Hold on. Somebody wants to be a teacher. Oh, that's good. A veterinarian. Oh, that's somebody who doesn't eat meat. What else? A basketball player. Whatever it is you want to be. They have a book at the library that will teach you how to do it. So talk to mom and dad, and if your library is not open yet, find out how you can get a book at the library or anywhere about how to be what it is that you want to be when you grow up. Now, there's lots of great books at the library. There's Tom Sawyer, there's A Tale of Two Cities, there's Huckleberry Finn, there's a lot of books, but my favorite book in the whole library, I think, is this book right here. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Raise your hand if you've read this book. Most of you have read this book. This is my favorite book. Now, there are other books this lady wrote. There's If You Give a Pig a Pancake. Anybody read that? How about If You Give a Moose a Muffin? Okay. How about If You Give a Dog a Donut? If You Give a Chicken a Chimichanga? If You Give a Cockroach a Casserole? That was really gross, because who wants to read a book about something as disgusting as casserole? Well, anyway, this is my favorite book. Now, you may think this is just a heartwarming tale about children who play with rodents in their house, but this actually is a wonderful book. And if you'll remember from the book, in the book, it's about a boy. Let me tell you the secret that you probably don't know about this book. This book is a true story that was written about me. Yeah, I'm the little boy in the book that all the stuff happens to. Look, I'll show you. See here. There's me. I haven't always been tall. The beginning of the book, the mouse asks me for a what? A cookie. That's right. And then he wants a glass of milk. And then after the milk, he wants to drink it with a straw, and then he wants to wipe off his mouth with a napkin, and then he wants some crayons and a roll of duct tape and a 9-volt battery and my Wi-Fi password and my social security number and my mother's maiden name and the name of the first concert I attended and my first pet, and the mouse, he stole my identity. It was horrible. I had to do two things. Number one, I had to get LifeLock because identity theft is real. And two, I had to come up with some way to hide all the cookies at my house from the mice. So I got on the internet and I ordered this box. This is the amazing super duper cookie disappearer. Yep, I got it off the internet. It's at amazingsuperdupercookiedisappearer.net.com was taken. Anyway, this is my favorite thing. It's a super duper cookie disappearer. Here's how it works. You put a cookie in here and it disappears. Now, I brought a cookie with me today, but I already ate it. So we'll use a picture of a cookie. Let me show you how it works. You put the cookie in the box like this. You close the door, and everybody, wherever you are, you say the magic words, reading is fun. Let's do it together. Reading is fun. And look at that. It disappeared. Isn't that amazing? It completely What's that? Oh, over here? A lot of kids think that. They always think that it's on the other side, but I'm going to show you it's not over there either. It completely disappears. Remember, this is a cookie What? Over here? We already checked over there, and it's not over there. See, this box makes things disappear. What? Over here? We already looked over there also. Look, it's not in there, and I will show you that it's not in there. See, it's not in there at all. This box makes... Over here. Okay, this is getting... We've already checked over here, haven't we? Okay, and now I'm going to show you that it's not over there either. It completely... What? Open both of them? Okay, I will open both of them. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, it's not there. It completely disappeared. Isn't that, what's that? Over here like this? Open this one like this? Thank you very much, the amazing super duper cookie disappearer. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one.
That's actually the skill I'm a little more proud of. Hey, you guys having a good time so far? Yeah! Awesome, I remembered something. Is it Olivia, is that right? Claire, I have a gift for you. You remembered, good. Claire, you were my first helper. I forgot, you get a first helper gift. What's your favorite color in the whole world? Blue? I have yellow. But I have a special gift for you. Not just any sort of gift. This is, hold on, special gift for Claire. Excuse me. Special gift for Claire. Not just any sort of gift, Claire. This is an animal. Not just any sort of animal. It's a dog. Not just any sort of dog. This dog is a poodle. Poodle. Come on up here. This is a French poodle. His name is Pierre, because that's all he can do. There we go. That's it. Pierre. Pierre, give her a hand. With that in mind, I thought it would be kind of fun if everybody here tonight got to learn how to do one simple magic trick that all of you can go home and perform for your friends and neighbors until they get sick and tired of seeing it. Would you like to learn a magic trick? Yeah! Now, it's not the most amazing trick in the world. I'm not going to teach you how to saw a girl in half. By the way, I did that trick with my sister, and now she's my half-sister. She's fine. I mean, she's going to be fine. She's in the hospital in room 201 and 202. It's not the most amazing trick, but it's an easy trick that everybody can learn. Now, I don't want to break any rules of magic, so let me just deputize everybody as a magician. So raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I state your name. Promise to never, ever, ever. Promise to never, ever, ever. Tell anyone. The secret to this trick. The secret to this trick. And if I do. I'll no longer be. A special person. Now, it's not the most basic trick. It's an easy trick everybody can learn. All you need if you want to do this trick is you need a red handkerchief. You take a red handkerchief and you wave it up and down like this. And then you take that handkerchief and you stuff it into your fist. Now, once you have the handkerchief completely and totally stuffed into your fist, you just snap your fingers, you wave your hand, and it turns into an egg, and the handkerchief jumps right over here, and everybody claps. Now, some of you are saying, wow, how did he do that? But most of you are saying, wow, why did he do that? That was kind of dumb. Well, the why is because it is an easy trick that everybody can learn. All you need if you want to do this trick is you need a red handkerchief and a plastic egg with a hole in it where the other handkerchief goes. Oh. Hope you guys weren't that upset when you found out the truth about wrestling. Well, didn't just ruin it for anybody on wrestling. I don't even think there's anybody from Alabama here tonight. So I think if there is, welcome to Hot Springs. Enjoy our indoor plumbing. That's a joke. Did you know that toothpaste was invented in Alabama? Did you know that? Yeah, if it had been invented anywhere else, it would be called teeth paste. Okay, anyway, true story. Little dental joke for you there. All right, these are what magicians call their props. Everybody say props? Props. In this case, the props are 2 red handkerchiefs. You can get these in the fabric department at a craft store. And a plastic egg. These are laid by decoy ducks. I don't know if that's actually true. I was told that. Anyway, take the plastic egg, you put it into this pocket. You take handkerchief number 1, which is, it doesn't matter. This one, you put it in this pocket. Handkerchief number 2 goes in this pocket. That's what you call preparation. Everybody say preparation. Preparation. Now, preparation means you do it ahead of time. Don't go over to your friend's house not having done that. I don't want you to walk over to your friend's house and say, hey, I learned a really neat trick when I was on vacation. Have all this in your pockets to begin with. Now, you're going to go to your friend's house. You're going to say, would you like to see a trick? They will no doubt say yes. When they say yes, take both hands and put them in your pocket, and then take up this one handkerchief and wave it up and down. don't, under any circumstances, take out both handkerchiefs and wave them up. Keep this hand and this handkerchief in your pocket. Now you wave this up and down. This is what magicians call misdirection. Everybody say misdirection. Misdirection. Misdirection means getting everybody to look where you want them to look so that they don't look where you don't want them to look. Where I want you to look is right here, because where I don't want you to look is right over here, because that's where I'm getting the plastic egg ready and hiding it in the palm of my hand, which is what magicians call palming. Everybody say palming. Palming. So you misdirect your palm here, then you bring your hands together and you slowly begin to stuff the handkerchief inside the egg. This is what magicians call stuffing the handkerchief inside the egg. Once you have the handkerchief completely stuffed in the egg, you snap your fingers, you wave your hand, show everybody the egg, reach over and show everybody the handkerchief, and they all clap. Thank you. Now, listen, I know what's going to happen. You're going to go home, you're going to be super excited about trying this trick, and you're going to be so excited that you don't practice it. Since you didn't practice it, you're going to mess it up. And your friend is going to say, that is a horrible trick. Where did you learn that? And you're going to say, the Scott Davis Comedy Magic Show, downtown Hot Springs. And your friend's going to say, well, don't go there anymore. And then we'll go out of business. And the hotels will go out of business, and the restaurants will shut down, and tourism in Hot Springs will die off, and everybody will have to move away. And it'll be your fault. You don't want that, so let me give you a couple coaching points. Number one, make sure the handkerchief that you take out of your pocket at the end of the trick, make sure it's the same color as the one you stuffed inside the egg. Jeremy. Number two, when you show everybody the egg like this, ta-da, make sure that the hole in the egg is facing you and not the audience. Because if you go like this, ta-da, they are going to laugh at you. And you are not going to know why, because it looks great from your angle. Now, it does. Anyway, now if that were to happen, that's where it would help to be a real magician. Because what a real magician would do is he would snap his fingers, and then he would reach up and very carefully peel away the hole. And then he might take a cup or a glass and just crack it open just like that. Thanks very much. And then the yolk is on them. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one. Awesome. Hey, I remember something at intermission, Claire.
Boys and girls, you might not know it, but it's the law in Arkansas that every magic show have one card trick in it. And so it has to be a trick with giant cards. These are big. And you have to use at least 3 cards. So I've got 3 cards here. Let's count them. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards, and here's how this trick works. I'm going to show you these 3 cards. I'm going to mix them up, and your job is going to be to keep up with one of the cards. Here are the 3 cards, the king, the ace, and the king. Your job is to keep up with the ace. The ace of clubs is my favorite card. Just make sure you keep up with the middle card, which is the ace. Now, I'm going to mix these up. You've got to keep up with the middle card, the ace. Now, I got to warn you, I'm very tricky when it comes to mixing cards. I don't think you're going to be able to do it, but here we go. I'll mix them up. Here we go. I bet you're totally lost. I bet you don't have any idea where it is. Let's see here. How many of you think this is it? No, that's not it. You're right. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. How many of you think this is it? No, that's not it. How many of you think? Let's see here. How many of you think this is it? Or this one? You don't think it's either one of the, you think this is it? This is my favorite card, actually, but it's not my favorite card because it's the ace. It's my favorite card because this is my library card. Thank you! Thank you! Boys and girls, my library card is my favorite card in my entire wallet. I like it more than my driver's license, which has a picture of me on it. I like it more than my Kroger Plus card, which has a picture of a tomato on it. My library card is my favorite card in my entire wallet because it's the only card I have that lets me take home books for free. You did a good job of keeping up with this card when you thought it was the ace of clubs, but the card you really need, and the card that you really need to keep up with, is your library card. If you don't have one, ask mom and dad to help you get one at your local library. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one. Boys and girls, you might not know it, but it's the law in Arkansas that every magic show have one card trick in it. And so it has to be a trick with giant cards. These are big. And you have to use at least 3 cards. So I've got 3 cards here. Let's count them. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards, and here's how this trick works. I'm going to show you these 3 cards. I'm going to mix them up, and your job is going to be to keep up with one of the cards. Here are the 3 cards, the king, the ace, and the king. Your job is to keep up with the ace. The ace of clubs is my favorite card. Just make sure you keep up with the middle card, which is the ace. Now, I'm going to mix these up. You've got to keep up with the middle card, the ace. Now, I got to warn you, I'm very tricky when it comes to mixing cards. I don't think you're going to be able to do it, but here we go. I'll mix them up. Here we go. I bet you're totally lost. I bet you don't have any idea where it is. Let's see here. How many of you think this is it? No, that's not it. You're right. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. How many of you think this is it? No, that's not it. How many of you think? Let's see here. How many of you think this is it? Or this one? You don't think it's either one of these? You think this is it? This is my favorite card, actually. But it's not my favorite card because it's the ace. It's my favorite card because this is my library card. Thank you! Thank you! Boys and girls, my library card is my favorite card in my entire wallet. I like it more than my driver's license, which has a picture of me on it. I like it more than my Kroger Plus card, which has a picture of a tomato on it. My library card is my favorite card in my entire wallet because it's the only card I have that lets me take home books for free. You did a good job of keeping up with this card when you thought it was the ace of clubs, but the card you really need, and the card that you really need to keep up with, is your library card. If you don't have one, ask mom and dad to help you get one at your local library. That's the end of that trick, but I have another one. Okay, boys and girls, every magician has some sort of animal that he uses to help him with his magic tricks. There's rabbits, there's doves, there's tigers. Those aren't as popular as they used to be. But I have an animal that helps me with my magic, and I brought him today. He's not a rabbit, he's not a dove, he's not a tiger. He is a worm. Don't laugh. You're going to hurt his feelings if you keep laughing like that. He's very sensitive. He's very sensitive to ridicule, mockery, being stepped on, and insecticides. His name is Bob the Bookworm. Does that name sound familiar to you? I'll tell you why. Have you heard of Winnie the Pooh? Well, they're not related, but they have the same middle name. Bob the Bookworm lives in this little library right here. Would you like to meet him? I'd like to introduce you to Bob the Bookworm. Everybody say, "Come out, Bob." Here he is right there, Bob the Bookworm. Look right there. See, sitting in that chair, reading a book, getting ready to start the, what's that? Yeah, he's in this chair. Anyway, he's sitting in this chair. What? This makes me so mad. See, I've got my library here. There's the chair. There's the book. It says read books, get smart. He's supposed to be sitting in that chair reading a book. We practiced this the whole way here. I was driving. He was driving. I was telling him what to do. Never get in the car if there's a worm driving. Anyway, he was supposed to be sitting right there reading a book. I know what happened. He's probably looking around the library at the different kinds of books. Maybe he's looking at fairy tale books. Can you think of a story that's a fairy tale? Shout it out to me. Somebody said Cinderella. That's a fairy tale. Hold on. Let me see here. Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, that's a fairy tale. Anybody else? Can you shout a fairy tale out to me? Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, that's a fairy tale. Let's see. Maybe he's looking at history books. History books are books about things that happened a long time ago. Can you think of something that happened a long time ago? Shout it out to me. World War I. That happened a long time ago. Can somebody else think of something? Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks happened a long time ago. Somebody else name something. The Great Depression. Yeah, that happened a long time ago. Anybody else? Shout it out. If you can think of something in history that happened a long time ago, shout it. Your mom and dad were born. That was a long time ago. Ooh, maybe he's looking at geography books. Geography books are books about places around the world. They've got a book about any place in the world that you would want to go. If you can think of some place that you would like to go, shout it out to me. I bet they have a book. Hawaii. They've got a book about that at the library. Somebody else, if you could think of a place you'd like to go, shout it out for me. Canada. Yeah, they've got books about that. Let's see here. The beach. They've got books about beaches. There's beaches all over the world, and your library has books about them. Somebody else, tell me where you'd like to go. Walmart. They have a book about that as well. Adventure books. Those are books like Harry Potter, The Magic Tree House, The Magic School Bus. They've got books about all sorts of adventures, and you should check those out. How-to books. Maybe Bob is looking at the how-to books. Those are books that teach you how to do things like art, like woodworking, like cooking. They have books about anything. Maybe that's where Bob is. I don't. There he is. He was in the how-to books. Everybody say hi, Bob. Bob the bookworm. Hold on. What's that? He's talking to me. Hold on a second. Yeah. It's really hard to. Yeah. Okay. He says he wants to show you a magic trick. Would you like to see Bob do a magic trick? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Bob. He wants me to call him the Amazing Bob. I'm going to take the Amazing Bob. I'm going to turn him around, and I'm going to set him right here. And he says that he can disappear if everybody will say the magic words, reading is fun. Let's do it together. Reading is fun. Let's see if it worked. Yep, he's gone. Isn't that amazing? Bob the bookworm completely disappeared. He's completely gone. What's that? Yeah, he disappeared. He's complete. You don't believe me? Oh, you want me to show you? Okay. I can't really show you. He didn't really disappear, okay? This was just a joke. I was trying to make you think that he disappeared, but he's still right there. He doesn't know how to disappear. He's just a picture. So he didn't really disappear. What's that? Oh my goodness! Where did he go? I think he's at the library. I heard somebody shout he's at the library. Everybody say, come out, Bob. There he is, right there, back in his chair where he's supposed to be sitting, right there. This is so embarrassing. He told me at the end of this trick he was going to be at the library. What's that? He told me at the end of this trick he was going to be at the library. I don't know what you're shouting about. He told me at the end of this trick he was going to be at the library. Oh, there he is. Everybody say hi, Bob. Bob says if you want to learn to do a trick like Mr. Scott did, or a good trick, not very nice, you should check out some books on magic. That's the end of that trick. But I have another one. Hey, thanks for watching the Magic Show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you laughed. I hope you were amazed. But now I wanted to take a minute to teach you how to do a magic trick that you can amaze your friends with in no time. This is a trick called the jumping paper clips or the linking paper clips. And all you need for this trick is you need a $1 bill or any size. It can be a 1, it can be a 5, any amount of money. And you need 2 paper clips. Let me show you what this looks like. Is you tell your friend, I'm going to cause these 2 paper clips to magically link together. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a $1 bill. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to put 1 paper clip right here. And then I'm going to fold this part over, and I'm going to put this paper clip right over here, not touching the other. So you can see right there, there's the paper clips. There's paper clip number 1. There's paper clip number 2. Those paper clips aren't even touching each other. I'm going to make them magically link together. All I do is I pull like this, and they fly off, and now look what happened to them. I can pick them up. They have linked together. It's called the magic linking paper clips. Here's how it works. The way the folding of the $1 bill is very important because the $1 bill, when you unfold it, it does all of the work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the $1 bill into an S shape like this, or a Z shape. I'm going to put 1 paper clip right there. See how that is? It's just right there, just like that. And then this other flap goes like this, and I put the other paper clip in the same way on the other piece. So 1 paper clip is on this flap and the middle panel. The other paper clip is on this flap and the other panel. There they are. They are here and here, or if you can see right there, there and there. And all I have to do to make them click together is pull. And when I pull, they fly down and they link together just like that. Now, that's the magic of the linking paper clips. I want to show you another part that you may not even see. That's a very common trick. It's an old trick. It's been in a lot of magic books. If you go to your library and you go to the 793 section, you'll probably find this linking paper clip trick. It's in most kids' magic books. I want to show you something else that's kind of neat, because we're going to actually take our dollar bill and a rubber band, and we're going to put the rubber band onto the dollar bill so it's hanging right there. And then we're going to do the rest of the trick the way that we did it before. So we're going to put one paper clip goes right here. One paper clip goes right here. And then you'll see the rubber band is in the middle. Now watch what happens when I pull. Not only the paper clips link together, watch what else happens. They link themselves onto the rubber band and it's hanging right there. Super easy. Your friends will be amazed. Your parents will say, "How in the world did you do that?" Don't tell them the secret. But now you know the secret to the linking paper clips. I hope you'll practice this. I hope you'll do it for your friends. And I hope you'll visit your local library and go to the 793 section and check out some books on magic. It's a great way to entertain your friends. There's magic tricks with decks of cards, with dollar bills, with paper clips, and you don't have to have all sorts of expensive props. Have fun with it and have a great summer.